April 6, 2007, in Anbar province, Iraq, a team of elite Navy SEALs kicks open the door to an al-Qaeda safehouse. Instantly, the darkness ignites. 4 insurgents open fire at point-blank range. 27 bullets tear into one soldier. 11 hit his body armor, 16 rip through his flesh. A grenade detonates inches from his head. By all laws of medicine and human anatomy, he should be dead. Instead, he stands up. The man in the doorway was Senior Chief Petty Officer Mike Day, a battle-hardened Navy SEAL Team 4 leader. The mission in Fallujah was supposed to be a standard, targeted raid against a high-value al-Qaeda cell, the very cell responsible for shooting down US medical helicopters. In the high-stakes world of special operations, tactical planning is precise, but no plan survives first contact with the enemy. Entering a tight, enclosed space against heavily armed insurgents is widely considered the most dangerous task in modern warfare. The stakes were absolute: kill or be killed. But what unfolded over the next few hours would push the absolute limits of human resilience, testing the boundary between life and death. It is just before dawn. The assault element moves through the compound with fluid, synchronized silence. Mike Day is the first man through the breach. He steps his right foot into a small 10 by 10 foot room. Chaos strikes in milliseconds. 4 al-Qaeda fighters lying in wait unleash a wall of automatic fire. The kinetic force of multiple 7.62mm rounds strikes Day's rifle, shattering the weapon and ripping it violently from his hands. Behind him, the intense fire forces the backup team of Iraqi scouts back into the hallway. One scout falls instantly. Day is trapped inside the room alone, a human shield absorbing a relentless hail of lead. Bullets pierce his legs, his arms, his abdomen, and his groin. 11 rounds slam directly into his ceramic body armor plates. These plates are rated to stop maybe 1 or 2 high-velocity rounds before cracking. Miraculously, they hold together, turning fatal chest wounds into crushing, rib-breaking impacts. Then comes the grenade. An insurgent pulls the pin and drops it next to Day. The blast knocks him completely unconscious. For a moment, the room falls silent. The enemy assumes the American is finished. They are wrong. Minutes later, the extreme adrenaline pumping through Day's body forces him awake. His primary rifle is gone. He is bleeding out from 16 separate entry and exit wounds. His left thumb is nearly severed, but his training overrides his agony. Day draws his secondary weapon, a 9mm pistol. In a matter of seconds, he acquires his targets through the smoke. He fires, neutralizing 2 of the insurgents directly in front of him. Outside, the rest of the SEAL assault element fights their way back into the room, clearing the remaining threats. The initial 6-hour firefight and compound clearing finally draws to a close. When his teammates reach Day, they expect to recover a body. Instead, they find him standing on his own 2 feet. The true shock came during the extraction. Despite the massive blood loss, despite the holes riddling his limbs, Mike Day refuses to be carried out on a stretcher. He walks himself 150 yards to the waiting rescue helicopter. At the trauma center, doctors are stunned. He had lost roughly half of his blood volume. The bullets had missed his spine, his brain, and every single major artery by mere millimeters. It was a statistical impossibility. He had survived 27 gunshots and a grenade blast in a single battle, earning him the title of one of the most resilient soldiers in American military history. Mike Day survived the physical wounds of Fallujah. He returned home to his family, underwent a grueling recovery, and was awarded the Silver Star for conspicuous gallantry. He spent the remainder of his life working as a dedicated advocate, helping fellow veterans cope with the severe, invisible psychological trauma of war. Though Day tragically passed away in 2023, his survival stands as an eternal testament to the baffling power of human willpower. His story teaches us that the human body and spirit possess a hidden reservoir of strength, a reserve that can override biology, defy the odds of physics, and hold on to life when everything else says it is time to die.